On the authenticity, coach folks on social media all the time, and I get this. Well, I'm just not good on camera, or I don't like doing it, or I don't know what to post. And my advice to them has always been like, you're going to meet people, right? Like you're actually going to meet a
Yeah.
buyer or seller, right? Okay, well, how would you act with them? Like do the same thing on camera. And it's not always 100%. I mean, because camera does change things a little bit, but at the end of the day, just be you. Like you don't have to be fake. You don't. No one out there needs to be Murad. No one needs to be
Yeah.
me. You don't need to be Gary Vee or Grant Cardone or any of those people. Like be you.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
want to know you.
Exactly. People want to know you and they want to get to know you on a personal level. Social media is a great way to condense that time frame. So be authentic. Don't put up a facade. Be who you are and enjoy doing it. I've come to feel this like an art. This is an art form for me. So have fun with it. Get creative.
And you never know that there's been plenty of folks that they have done that. They felt a little awkward at first, but then they realized they just connected very well with some folks and they've exploded into, hundreds of thousands or millions of followers. And that may not be
Yeah.
your goal. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but
Yeah.
that's the kind of thing that can happen. And if you were to get to that level, like there's a lot of different opportunities to come up. But even if you
Hmm.
have an extra like 5,000, 10,000 followers, or regardless of followers, just views, these are people who are
Yeah.
valuing what you're putting out there. They want to connect with you in some form or fashion. And some of them may be clients, they may do business, or they may refer someone. I'm curious, and it'd be very difficult to actually put a pen to this, but how much of your business last year was from someone who never did business from you, but they referred the person who did do business with you just because they saw you on social media, that second or third connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't
I
know.
don't have an exact number, but it's definitely been a lot. We definitely get a lot of referrals from people who maybe don't know us, but they say, man, this guy's doing great. You should call him. So, I mean, it's a huge win. You got to think of content as assets. So we know real estate is an asset. We know that, I own this piece of property, it cash flows, it pays me every month. That's an asset. You got to think of your content as assets as well. Why is that? Because that's working for me in the background while I'm sleeping. When I'm sleeping, people can watch my content and reach out to me or think about me, or so it's doing wonders for me while I'm resting.
Yep. Yep.
And that's an asset. If people thought about content as assets, they would be more focused on producing quality content that's going to work for you while you're sleeping.
Yeah, it's like my buddy Connor Steinbrook, Trevor Mock, also with Carrot. They mentioned it's evergreen content, and on
Yeah.
certain platforms that evergreen is more powerful, like YouTube, because YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world, owned
Mm-hmm.
by the number one
Yeah.
biggest search engine in the world, Google, and
Yeah.
it's like a fishing line in the water. Like,
Oh, yeah.
how long would it take you to catch a fish if you just throw one line in? Well, what if you threw one line in every single day? Like,
Yeah.
and then now you expound that
And
over
left it
3
there.
years.
Yeah.
So now you have like 900,000 something lines in the water and you're catching 3 or 4 fish a day.
Yeah.
So yeah, just produce content.